Hi everyone, so today we're going to do a film review of The Fantastic Four, The First Steps. Now that's a very strange title. So this is the first of the debut of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's got Pedro Pascal. You might have noticed him, he was in The Last of Us, the TV series, and doing the leading role, which is based on a video game of the PlayStation. And also he's done some numerous other films, even like The Equalizer 2, which he started with Denzel Washington. So this is a really interesting fact. So basically, so there's been all this hype, films, might even know the villains like Doctor Doom, which is going to be played by Robert Downey Jr., and it's going to be like the Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. So the Fantastic Four, the cast members are going to be reprising the role for that. So just to start off with, basically, so the film is set in the 1960s, the futuristic retro. And it was very interesting because there was a lot of homage to like the space, the traveling. Like if you look at Star Trek, and I know it's pretty rare, there's Babylon 5. And in 2001: A Space Odyssey, there was a lot of elements that they've incorporated in the film. So there was humors, there was a lot of emotions, and there was a lot of even how they create the vintage look of the characters. And then the Silver Surfer is now played by a female, which was actually previously played by a male, which was Lawrence Fishburne. That was in Fantastic Four sequel, The Rise of the Silver Surfer, which was out in 2007. And you might have known that Chris Evans played the Torch before he played Captain America in the MCU version. So yeah, so that's the whole thing. And I found it was really weird, how are you having all this, futuristic gadgets in the 1960s. Whereas now in 2025, you have the artificial intelligence, the LCD screen, and video calls and things. So it was very okay. And so that was kind of very surprising, because when they mentioned that the subtitle was The First Steps, I was thinking, okay, what's The First Steps all about? I mean, yeah, the Fantastic Four, and so yeah. So basically, the Fantastic Four, they've had, as I said, so many reboots. For instance, there was the unreleased one that was out in 1994. Well, actually, it hasn't been out, but it's been made in 1994. Then there was the one which had Chris Evans and Jessica Alba and Julian McMahon. Which was out in 2005, and then there was a sequel in 2007, and that was again Lawrence Fishburne, who plays Silver Surfer. And now they've got the new one with the new cast. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to just see how things play out, especially when they get migrated into the Avengers team, and so that's going to be really, really cool. So I would say it was really, really good. It was actually really interesting, really funny, really kind of light humor, everything. Very interesting, kind of especially in the alternate universe, because now they've got the multiverse stuff. And so if you check out the mid-credits, I'm not going to spoil it, great surprise. And check it out yourself. Go see the film, see what you think, and I'll deliver more film reviews very soon. Bring it on.